Welcome everyone, it is Rendds back with another speed paint. Today I am doing a digital drawing, not digital drawing. Psych, I'm doing traditional drawing made with acrylic wash and color pencils and a lot of really fun materials. It's kind of a mixed media paste, but mostly just acrylic. Today I said it's a digital piece because it actually is a digital piece. This is my traditional recreation of it. So I don't know if you've seen my original piece Xanthos that I did in Photoshop CS6, and I had explained in that video that I love digital media, I love painting digitally, I love the ease of it, I love how it's so forgiving, I can make 3,000 mistakes and I never have to think about it. But traditional mediums, like making a painting traditionally, there's just something about like the life the picture has that I love that much more. I wanted to be able to get that feeling and I couldn't get that from the digital piece. That's why I decided to make it traditionally, and I say it was very successful. I actually really liked the way this came out compared to the digital piece. Like, I love the colors of the digital piece, I love just how that happened, but this is like life to me. This is like, this picture is breathing and it feels real. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents on that. So I was saying in the last video, I didn't super duper think thoroughly about a solid concept before I started making this, but as I started painting it, I realized it was more of a serious piece. It feels a lot more like there's something kind of bad going on, and even though the world this guy lives in is very beautiful, there's beautiful flowers behind him, he's hanging upside down, bleeding from the neck as he just stares at the viewer. So it's a bit darker than, I feel like most of my themes are leading this darker feel, but I kind of like it. I kind of like exploring it. I really like this little character that I'm going around with. He's got blue hair and cat ears, and he likes to be naked. He just likes to be a little naked cat boy. You know, that's okay. I believe in him. He can do what he wants. His name is Little Boy. I do have stickers of him because he's that cute to me. I have little stickers of this little cat boy who likes to be naked. He doesn't have much of a personality besides that he's just kind of sassy and he's kind of angry, and he just is himself. You can check out my speed paints for the stickers. I'll have those up pretty soon, or it's already up, but you can see him. I think he's very cute and I really like him. So for this one, I've never been very comfortable with just painting with acrylic by itself. I really like using markers and using colored pencils. I feel like acrylic for me was just kind of like, I want to do like a light wash of this one color, because with acrylic painting you can do really solid washes, but I like the intensity and I like the precision that I can do with color pens and with markers. So I'd say, you know, just branch out with your mediums, everyone. It's really fun to do that. So a lot of the times I was doing the hair, the super dark parts were with marker, and then if I wanted to like a small gradient, I would do some like light purples and stuff. And it's also really nice to be able to say, okay, I want this color here without committing to it with a marker. Now, this is the process that I was going through. I also really like really sharp, intense lines, so I was using a lot of the Copic multimedia liner. I was also using mixed media paper, which was something new for me. So usually when I do like a traditional painting, they end up being very small, and this was one of the largest ones I had done at the time. I think it's about 16 by 20 something. It's longer than it is tall, so it's kind of a really odd size. But I was like, okay, I want to do something bigger. So I ended up printing out the digital drawing and sizing it up as big as I could get it and fit it onto this paper that I bought at the store. And then I just kind of, okay, this is the size that I'm working on. And it's a really useful technique for me because I end up drawing really small whenever I draw something. So being able to like resize it and print it out, go into Photoshop, fix all the messed up proportions, that was kind of a really useful thing that I have learned. So that's what you see me doing at the beginning, printing it out and carbon papering it onto this paper. yeah, this is the process. I spent a lot of time trying to get this guy's face looking nice. For me, the painting, it's all in the face of the person. I love doing figurative drawings and paintings. You'll never see me doing a painting of like a landscape or anything. There's just no, I don't have any interest in that. When I see a painting, I want to know about the person, I want to know about the characters, so that's usually what I tend to do when I'm painting. And the paintings don't even have to be that deep. The characters don't even gotta be that deep, son. It's not that deep, fam. It's just me having fun. The thing I dreaded, I don't like doing the backgrounds. The background for me was kind of like, okay, alright, I guess I'll put some flowers on there. You'll see it come up in a bit, but it was like, not really feeling doing it right now. Another thing that I really like about painting like this is if I do something too dark, I can just go over it with this really nice white, creamy white paint that I have right there. I think it's called like milky white paint. It's kind of yellowish, whitish. It's really nice. This marker is also really cool. It has like a brush portion on it, so I can do like really thick kind of fluid lines. Because I'm not a very organic person when I'm painting. I like to like color by numbers, and that's why you can see all these like details in there kind of drawn in with carbon paper, because I don't like to guess when I'm working. I like it to be very like, this is what I'm doing. I don't want any surprises while I'm painting. I just want to get it done, get it over with. Yeah, I don't like surprises when I'm painting, so this is how I did it. And also, this marker tended to smear a lot. So these markers are not safe for watercolor at all. I'm gonna do it. And you see that weird brown thing in my water? Looking back on it, I remember I painted it with tea. So it wasn't just like straight up white water. It was like this peach tea water, which initially when you put it down, it's this really pretty pink, and then it fades to this kind of gray thing, so I wouldn't recommend painting with tea, but it was something I was trying to experiment with. The background also took a very long time, and overall this piece took me about 40 hours to complete. It's like I got really sick and tired of it. I was like, oh, I go through this initial phase where I hate the painting and I don't touch it for a good maybe 2-3 weeks, and then I have to go back to it and just finish it because I have to get it done and over with. And I think it also was because I didn't want to have to do the background. There's too much going on in the background for me for these tiny little pencils to color in. But in the end, I just kind of got it over with, and I was actually much more pleased with how it come out in the end. There's a lot of greens in this photo. It's okay. If I had to say one thing about this, it's a bit too vibrant for my taste, and I'd rather I had toned it down. If you look back to the digital image I made, it's a very moody set of colors, and it's very like deep hues of blue inside the greens. But this one, I think I might have done with the paint that I was using. It was very like energetic and vibrant. I couldn't jive with that, man. I just cannot jive. I wanted to be a little bit more darker and moody, so if I had to go back, I'd probably end up doing that. You also see me trying to cover it up, the brightness, the vibrancy, with that white paint. And it worked to an extent, but still, I feel like it could have gotten even darker with some of the greens and stuff. Yeah, so that's how I had done it. There we go. So also, I had these these are yellow lines. I had these yellow lines that were connecting to his neck. And I was like, okay, well, I need to do these white lines connecting to his neck, but I don't got any painter's tape. So I got some regular tape. This is not good, don't do this. Got some regular tape. I got it a little less sticky, so I like stuck it to my fingers a couple times to get it out. And I just kind of stuck it on there and hoped for the best. So I also wanted to do some like spray effects because they were present in the digital image. And I think I kind of went a bit overboard. So I made like a mask using the original drawing that I had used. And then I used a toothbrush and sprinkled, sprayed it onto there. And it worked, but then I was like, I need more of this thing. And then I was like, okay, I need even more. So I used a pencil and put a little bit of paint on it to get the really fine little dots. And I just kept going and going and going and going and going and going because I just needed more of those sparkles. And finally I was like, okay, I need more. So I end up sticking some pretty Swarovski crystals onto the little thing and adding a little bit of pop. So these, I had rhinestones before, but now these are actually Swarovski crystals that I added on. Alright, thanks guys for hanging out. I've enjoyed chatting with you. Be sure to check out my website, ariandds.com, where you can find my prints and more. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!